Hello everyone, I am going to make a video about the Ascendancy or the Lich and some really cool tech that uses Unholy Might, the mana node that gives you Unholy Might, the Sacrifice Energy Shield deal 40% more spell damage, and then consume that power charge to deal another 40% more damage, and this build uses all nodes. I am currently sitting at 4800 mana. I have 30 spirit left. That's because I dropped my raging spirits recently. And what the build does currently, it has cast on crit powered by Verisium to gain yourself a Verisium infusion. Um, this one currently gives gold infusions, it's because some other reason I was experimenting with. Anyway, so you gain Verisium infusions, and Living Bomb also gives us lightning infusions for Ember Fusillade and Ember Fusillade as Fragment Self, so we turn this into a shotgun, and it looks like this. When it shoots in a circle, that is the Wild Shard proccing. It's pretty okay. We use Withering Presence because we're a pure chaos, dealing pure chaos, and we use Despair. On the skill tree, we have Event Horizon, and we use Black Flame Covenant to convert all our fire damage to chaos damage, so it scales better with chaos. We take all the chaos nodes. For the gear, it's your basic mana stacker, and it's Melee Arrows, because you want to do crits to proc cast on crit. You could probably do cast on dodge roll or something. All you want is every 5 seconds, well, my cooldown is a bit lower, but you want to use the Verisium. Mine is at 3.7 seconds to generate your infusions. Well, some resistances, some rings with cast speed and cast speed. Cast speed and chaos damage, those are very important. You can use all spell skills or projectile skills. I chose projectile skills to not get powered by Verisium too high. You need something with a source for runic ward to pay for the cost of this. I have that in my second wand. All runic ward regeneration is doubled, and on this wand you want spells to fire extra projectiles. And what we are going to do is basically, that's my focus and that's my helmet. It's all energy, shield, mana, intelligence, just to get your mana as high as you can, to get yourself some spell damage. Eldritch battery. We also take increased mana regen while moving and increased effective arcane surge. Arcane surge on crit. Some spell damage while you have arcane surge. Since both Bone Storm and Ember Fusillade are going to be channeling skills, you can take that node. Some more mana regen, mana cost efficient, very important. 40% increased damage, nice. Couple of crit nodes, and this is what the entire build revolves around. You gain a power charge when you consume an elemental infusion, and then we consume that elemental infusion with Ember Fusillade, and it produces a beam that does 7% more damage for each previous ember fired in sequence, and it fires up to 12 embers. You want reduced skill effect duration, you don't have to take everywhere on the tree. You want more cast speed, and you want to trigger Fragment Self. This is because Melee Arrows sets our crit damage. You want crit chance. Well, The rest you just don't care about. Make sure you have enough ward to cast that one spell for your infusions. This one it costs 144 ward. And you want mana remnants, and mana remnants also get spawned when you crit. So what does the build look like? Also, we have Event Horizon here, a really good node because we don't do chaos skills except for the spare. And we do increased damage against burning enemies. This node is really important. You cannot take chaos inoculation for this, but you lose 5% of your max life. No, you don't lose, you sacrifice 5% of your energy shield when you cast a spell. And all the damage I take is taken from mana before my life. So what I can do is I can take a Zealous Oath and the excess life recovery. So my life is basically always full because the damage goes into mana, so my life is full. Then I have a big life regen here on my chest piece, or wherever you want it. And then the excess life regen goes into the 5% of my max life converted to energy shield. And then all the energy shield from my gear becomes mana. 5% of my life becomes energy shield. Then I regenerate 34 energy shield per second. You can see on my energy shield here, I can just keep spamming it. But it's, well, spamming this skill costs a lot of mana. And Mind over Matter halves your mana recovery. So getting enough mana and mana regen it's a bit hard. I'm currently at 360 mana per second. With better gear that can be fixed. Let me show you what it plays like and you can see for yourself. This is a not extremely amazing build, but I'm sure some of these things that I just shown here was some really cool interaction. There we get our first fusion. So with the first skill cast, you generate a power charge by consuming an infusion, and then that infusion generates a power charge which boosts the damage of the spell that we're casting. And since Bone Storm already consumes a power charge and it's a channeled skill, it basically means when you launch those bone spikes that you get the 40% more damage multiplier, and it also means that it does the bigger area of effect from the skill. And what I really find fun about this is the fact that you turn yourself a bit into a rocket launcher / shotgun. And if you put the chain of terrain support on Bone Storm, you can see that when you shoot it at the ground, it actually also fires at the mist fragments, also hit the enemy on the side. So if you don't hit the enemy directly, you can still hit it with the fragments that have missed the target. So what you want to do is you really want to aim at the enemy's feet, and then just also we don't need that much reduced skill effect duration because we do Ember Fusillade into Bone Storm, and that's just it's a 1-2 build. And it's squishy. Also the reason why I quit. But I just wanted to show off the interactions. I can show you the boss damage. Like, boss damage is actually pretty decent for what you're doing with it. Like, you're getting quite a lot of quality out of it, but it isn't cutting it on my budget. But I am sure I will be able to cook up a actual build with this in the future. I just wanted to show off the interaction.